too. Knows about the grind, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. 103. Happy Thursday, Nasties. How you doing? It's Joaquin Gage. It's Hernan Salas. It's Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Zach Kubusch producing. Benny's on the 1 and 2s today, Gager. So he's getting some practice here, producing both shows today with Koob sitting right beside him. Of course, it's a big day. Edmonton Oilers Game 2 against the Vegas Golden Knights. They'll look to take control of the series as the Toronto Maple Leafs did yesterday. Like always, smash that thumbs up. Our playoff goal is always 150. Let's get there. Yesterday, we smashed it, but it was for La Bamba, so it's all good with that. But let's try to get to 150. Hit us up on the Nasty Chat. River Korean Box 780-218-9999. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk. This is EST Afternoons, and Edmonton Sports Talk is brought to you by Play Alberta. Play Alberta is your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instants, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. They got all the bets up there for the EST just on the left side of the screen. You can see EST, and Dusty's got his. I think the Nasties have theirs up there, the Lock Shop. Of course, so see what you want to dabble. I know Jay's got a bet coming in as well. And don't forget, 100 Sports is a promo code. You deposit 20 or more for a $100 free bet on sports. You can also do it with 100 Casino for the same amount. Deposit 20 or more, and then enter code YG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. Fun show today. Of course, we're going to tee up this enormous game for the Edmonton Oilers against the Golden Knights. Derek Van Diest, our good buddy, at 140. Inside the numbers at 205. Red Light District at 220. We want to hear from you, so make sure to chime in. But you teased it on two guys, Joaquin. Let's get to it. You have a theory, is it, on Aiden Hill? Was that what you said?
Yeah, I do.
You need your mic, Joaquin.
Yeah, right, I do that. So everyone, and I heard Reed talking about this yesterday, that he thinks that that Aiden Hill is an enigma, a question mark, because he believes that he has the capabilities of stealing games. And if you look back to when he came in, had a lot of success against the Edmonton Oilers in that playoff series. Played really, really well. Now, looking at the past couple years, he's played a few games here or there. He played one good game here. He got kind of lit up the other. Nothing special, though. Nothing really that stood out like he did in that playoff run, right? So, as a goalie, sometimes, and we talked about a few weeks ago, maybe it was a month ago, how you feel good about just in certain buildings, or there's a team that you always seem to have good games against. Yeah. Though that type of thing is built up over a period of time, being a goalie, playing in a certain league, playing against the same players on a consistent basis. So it's something that's a little bit more developed than just a small sample size of a playoff series. Yeah. Okay. So anyone worried about Aiden Hill, sometimes when you look back at your games against former competition and you've had success, but you know that you were playing at a very high level at the time. At times you find that you chase that type of game again, if that makes sense. Like, you're trying to make that big save. You're trying to be the difference maker. Not that you are all the time, but he took a lot of goals away from the Edmonton Oilers at that game. And watching him play that first game and that first goal where he came across and Perry just went around him, got beat clean on a few goals. To me, it looked like he was chasing past performance against the Oilers that he had in that playoff series a few years ago. And that is a good sign for Edmonton, because you get in the mindset, I gotta try to find that how I was playing at that point, and sometimes it's just not even there. And I really think that Aiden Hill is trying to recreate the playoff series from a couple years ago, and I don't think he'll be able to do that. And if that gets into his psyche a little bit more, that's really good news for the Oilers to just make him go from a good goaltender to an okay goaltender.
That is interesting. Because in that first game up until the Hyman goal, I thought he was pretty good.
That's okay, yeah.
Yeah, like he wasn't great. He wasn't spectacular. Obviously, he was tested a lot more than Pickard was. Pickard only had 17 shots on net, right? So that's it. That's interesting. I'm intrigued to see him tonight, man.
Yeah, this is. I mean, this is just a theory, but just I know from past experience, sometimes you have success against a team, and then you're like, oh, I play good against this team, and then it doesn't go your way, and then you start, well, why isn't it? I played against these guys before. I was stopping them all the time, and I just look at the last few goals where, you know, he didn't look like the Aiden Hill from before. That's all I'm saying here. So obviously you try to turn the page on good games and bad games, but you do take the good from what happened before and try to implement that in future competition. And I think tonight will be the telltale sign if I'm right here or not.
Yeah, if he's brilliant or not, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be same with Cal Pickard. I mean, only 17 shots, let 2 goals in. I mean, the first one was a double deflection. Second one, it's Mark Stone all alone, mano a mano, like you said, and that's a tough save. You want it, but it's probably 50-50 at that point. So it's going to be an interesting game. No lineup changes for the Edmonton Oilers, according to the media. It's down in Las Vegas. Pickard gets to start, obviously, for Vegas. We don't have any lineups, but Alex Pietrangelo is a game time decision, and
he's playing.
That's another big one. Every time they say game time, they're playing. Yeah. It's the same thing with Scheifele and Robertson yesterday. So, you know, we're going to talk a lot of Oilers. Winnipeg, Dallas, a little bit of a boring game. Even Scott Hernan said, he goes, it felt like game 45 of the regular season. But it's true what kind of the Winnipeg media was saying. He's like, after that battle with St. Louis, you're going to have a little bit of a drop off.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It was so high.
Yeah.
And remember, you know, there was times in years past when there would be a best of 7 series and that team would like play the next night sometimes in the playoffs and they go through this grueling thing and they were just terrible that first game. That's that emotional level, all that adrenaline just comes like flowing out of you, and to get it back is difficult, right? And you're just exhausted after that too.
And like Hut said on the log show, he goes, this city is hungover. And not necessarily from drinking. He said from the emotions and everything that went on in that series.
When you have a good cry at night, right? You know, don't you go to sleep that much better? I sure do.
Sure.
Try it. Try crying. Like, go watch a real sad movie and by yourself and just let it go, and then you'll sleep like a baby.
Just get really emotional.
Oh, yeah.
The Jeff's like, "Why are you crying?" Gager told me to try it. I
want to have a good sleep.
I'm an emotional mess. So Dallas takes game 1. Mikko Rantanen, man, holy smokes! This is you know, at times we get a little silly here in Edmonton and people are like, trade. Remember when there was trade 29, the package you can get in return, it would be amazing. You remember that?
Oh,
but that's why you never trade superstars. And, and how about for that narrative that Rantanen, it was just all McKinnon? Obviously it's not.
No, I said before, there were times when McKinnon was out for, 10, 15 games.
Yeah.
I think you're up.
No, I got it now. Yeah.
And Rantanen put the team on his back, right? Finished and scored a bunch, won games because of his play. So that kind of
unreal.
It put to bed a little bit of that. But then, of course, those questions always arise. You get traded to another team like the Hurricanes that have some really good players. You're put with some other Finnish stars, and things don't go your well. Didn't really go great at the start in Dallas, but now I just think now that he's probably got a place. He knows he's going to be there for the next 8 years or whatever it is. A little bit more. There's some comfort there.
Yeah,
and just playing his game. He's a moose. And not only that, it's the type of goals he scored last night.
He's a moose. That's a great comparison. He's been fantastic.
Yeah.
He's been awesome. Back-to-back hat tricks in the playoffs, people. Like, this guy's unreal. So good for them. Winnipeg, I mean, they'll try to get back in the series. Toronto, my friend. Holy smokes. What is going on there? They're looking pretty damn good. You know what? They're resilient. They don't have their starting goaltender. Yesterday, Florida comes back, ties it at 3. They score right away, right after, and they're not even messing around. Up 2-0. They steal 1 in Florida. They're going through, and it's going to be crazy. Like Dusty said, we in Hot Takes, we know more about Marner's baby than any other series.
You know, the talk about when it's hard to avoid it, but they talk about Berube, for instance, right?
Yeah.
Not the biggest X's and O's guy, but just the kind of the hockey shrink for his team. Just they seem way more disciplined to me.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get, because that rink was going nuts last night. It was, you don't really see Toronto fans go that crazy.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of emotion in that arena. And I think in the years past, the players got caught up in it. And I really think that having Berube behind the bench has them a little bit more even keel.
Yeah.
And I can't believe he hasn't punched out Mark Savard yet for jumping all around back there like a maniac.
Yeah, that's a good point. They just look good, man. I mean, they look calm. They look composed. It looks like all the heartbreak they've had in recent years is finally, they're settled. Can you imagine them in the conference finals? The what's the word I'm looking here? The coverage they're going to get.
Oh, I mean, the already, when the team wins the Super Bowl and they get those pictures out and they can set the box set and the DVDs and stuff, they're out already.
Like the first 30 minutes of SportsCenter is going to be all Leafs.
Well, just go to the TorontoSportsNet.ca and you'll see.
Okay. I want to show this, so if you can switch it over there, young Benny. This is ridiculous, Gager. I know you guys talked about it on Two Guys, but let's roll it. And poor Rodriguez gets called for embellishment. Like, this is ridiculous, man.
Are you kidding me? Like, even if they had the shot from the other side.
Look at it right there. I just wanted to.
I know, it's great. It's awesome. Can you? Never mind. We'll work on this. I like different shapes too, because your circles are kind of
okay. How about we do this?
Oh, look at those triangles, though. I like it. That's an equilateral triangle right there, isn't it?
But look, this. How can this be embellishment?
Look at his the one shot. We don't have it, but it's from the other side above the glass. Shows his face.
Yeah.
You don't embellish with your face up against the glass.
That's good, Benny. The refs that did this game, after the game, it should have been, thank you for your work. It's the off season.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Done. That's dangerous, man. We've been saying it for years, man. This league doesn't take hitting from behind seriously. And it wasn't even that's the thing. Like, usually sometimes I'm like, oh, you got to put a little onus on the player with the puck because he turned back into the hit.
Yeah.
This is numbers from 2 meters away.
It's crazy.
You lose a good player, it's stupid. Unbelievably bad call. Worst. I don't think I've seen that bad a call. I can't remember a worse call than that. That's as bad as the Duchesne
offside.
10 feet off outside.
Hey, a lot of people are asking for your top rated crying movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Notebook?
Champ.
Remember Champ?
I'm at the age now, I don't know what's wrong with my tear ducts, but they are wide open. I can watch just about anything. And if I'm by myself, I can let her buck. Yeah.
That was funny. I told you the story when Four Nations and the GF looks at me after Canada won. She's like, "Are you crying?" I was like,
you know what? The last time I was pretty close to cry because I said it. Remember when I did that Canada speech? I said I was emotional because I was listening to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to start crying here.
No, like if I watch a movie and it's like what's the last movie that I cried a lot? There's Marley. A lot of people say that Marley and Me.
A Dog's Life. That's awful. I will cry in all those segments in that one.
Anything with a dog is just sad.
Yeah, that's C-Run's got that one on
Hunter Brown?
No. He's if you get on TikTok or whatever and you get on the thread of military coming home to see their families and they're not expecting them, especially when it's a little kid and they see their dad's home and that forget about it.
VR says, happy birthday to VR. One of the nasties, of course. He says, you aren't alone, Gager. I got dehydrated watching The Hook the other day. Send us your top movies that made you cry, because Gager says a good cry is the best way to make you sleep.
You just go right to bed afterwards.
All right, let's go. Carlito's Way was a great movie. Laline was played by Viggo Mortensen. Great character. Laline is the best, man. Laline is the best. Thank you, Bronco Nick, for that. And we got Benny Blanco from the Bronx here producing this show today. All right, we'll continue to tee up the big game today from Las Vegas as the Oilers and Vegas Golden Knights meet for Game 2. The Oilers look to take control of the series, coming home with a 2-0 lead. That's what we all hope, but it's going to be a fun game. Expect better from the Golden Knights, and we'll get to that as well. Derek Van Diest at 140, and then in hour 2, loaded show. Inside the Numbers, Red Light District, and we'll go around the world of sports as well. Keep hammering that thumbs up. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. We're back after the break. Here's Benny with your sports update. Koob with your sports update.
The Oilers look to go up 2-0 in their series against the Golden Knights. Alex Pietrangelo is a game-time decision for Vegas, and Pavel Dorofeyev has been rolled out for his third straight game. Join Tom Gazzola at Hudson's Bourbon Street in West Ed as he goes live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show alongside Hernan Salas at 6, only on EST. And just one other game around the NHL sees the Capitals hoping to bounce back in Game 2 against the Hurricanes. Puck drop for that one goes at 5. And Joel Quenneville is making his return to coaching in the NHL for the first time since 2021, as he's been hired to become the 12th coach in Anaheim Ducks history. On the court, the Warriors and Timberwolves tip off at 6:30 with Golden State leading 1-0 in the series and dropping their last 4 games. The Jays hope to make it back in the win column as they take on the Angels to close out their series. First pitch goes just after 7:30. Right now, there's 4 games underway, including the Orioles and Twins locked at 2 apiece in the top of the 8th inning. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Whether you're up for a casual round or a serious game, they've got membership and flex passes to fit your style. Visit Gimme Virtual Golf today and discover just how fun indoor golf can be. The NHL talk continues once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Craving a late night snack? Hit the Banquet for our new late night happy hour. Sunday to Thursday, 9 p.m. till close. Try favorites like sweet and spicy lettuce wraps or our Banquet burger and fries, all at happy hour prices. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Time out, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Keep your team jersey and rally towel close by and help bring the championship home. For all your other treasures, store them with Sentinel Storage. Store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's 124. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Oilers game day, game 2. See what happens. Going to be a fun one. Reminder, Reed Wilkins, Jay Millen from 3 to 6, then Tom Gazzola live from Hudson's West Edmonton Mall. We'll take you from 6 to 7:30 right till puck drop, and then go hang out with Tommy down at the good old mall. It's going to be a good time. Keep slamming that thumbs up. We're at 45. It's a pretty good start, but let's keep hammering that. Hit the subscribe as well. And the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. On the River Cree inbox, Silent Hoop says, Rudy, I cry every time. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Sports ones are good.
Yeah, those Northside Sandwich, I ball during Marley and me every time.
First Rocky.
Oh.
It won't take much for me, though. That's the thing.
Bronco Nick says, Father of the Bride gets me. Yeah, there's some good ones.
Oh.
Like sports ones, like, which ones? There's one really good one with Denzel Washington one.
Football one?
Yeah. What was that called?
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans.
Pretty
emotional.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other. Where's some good sports ones that are like the comeback stories, right? Like, there's two. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank here.
Like Rudy's great when he's like, "Who's the small man or who's the big man now?" When his buddy's in the stands, he's a lawyer, he's all rich, and he's watching him play. Penner's Pancake says The Blind Side. I don't know if I cried in that, but it was a good movie. Hernan couldn't remember the Titans. Sailor with a good one. Hardball. You seen that one with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, too long ago.
That's a sad one. That's a good one, actually. Very, very. We Are Marshall gets me as well. That's a good one. True story, man. That's really sad. About the Marshall football teams playing that goes down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey plays the coach.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good movie. Very, 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 yeah, keep those coming in. Nasty Chat, River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Joaquin, what? I mean, obviously, we're all expecting a better game from the Vegas Golden Knights. But what does that even? Because they won the special teams. That's about it. But is this mainly on Aiden Hill shoulders? Do they need more outside of that first line? Alex Pietrangelo is the big one for me.
Yeah, and there's just a way that I think we've come accustomed to seeing how the Vegas Golden Knights play that we didn't see last game. Yeah, they scored the first two in general, but they usually, what are the things that you hear about the Knights? Like, they're so good defensively, intercepting passes. Their transition game is always, really, really good. That's how they generate the bulk of their offense off of those like neutral zone turnovers and things like that. So, and hey, Edmonton did a good job of protecting the puck. You saw Connor, I think, his play on the boards, where he was just like wheeling and dealing, trying to lose. Eichel was doing a fantastic job. You know how hard that is to defend. And you saw a lot of Edmonton Oilers doing that. So, and usually what Pietrangelo does best is, he stops the cycle and gets it going, removes puck from player and gets the puck going the other way better than most in the league. So if he's in, you see if he feels up to it and he's capable of it, there's a guy that can stop those types of things. But that's where I would guess to see the Golden Knights be way more effective, where they're turning the puck over in the neutral zone and getting turnovers in their own zone and going back the other way with speed. Because remember, I did send out that text where, and I believe it was on the second goal. Leon got over the line, then kind of looked back and tried to do the little sauce play, and it went the other way and they scored. Yeah. Right? Those types, puck management, game management, whatever you want to call it. And I know the only players that really should be doing that are Leon and Connor to that point, but you can't do that against the Knights. Like, if it's not there, 100% everyone else, Connor Leon can go 85 to 90, maybe with those passes, but anything else, it's got to go towards the net. Go to the net, cause havoc, get a scoring chance. If anything, get a whistle in the offensive zone and go from there.
Yeah, because the Oilers don't really have to change much. They are excellent in that game.
Well, Vegas is going to change, and then Oilers are going to have to adapt too.
Yeah, of course.
I think. Do you think? Let me ask you this.
Sure.
Do you think that by Nobla trying to, and you heard a bunch of guys talk about the way he's distributing minutes, getting the flow, getting everyone involved. But Vegas, that's kind of their MO too. So do you think whichever coach can get more guys involved in the game, I think is a huge advantage, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to look at that right now. I just want to see kind of times for the Vegas Golden Knights in game one, obviously, because it was 2-2. And then the late goal, it was 3-4 minutes left. So it's not like he for those 3 minutes, he shortened his bench. But let's see here.
Jasmine in the nasty chat saying that I don't have a soul. So obviously she's trying to make me cry. God, she's mean. Hey?
Very mean.
It's mean.
Only one forward was under 10 minutes for the Vegas Golden Knights, Joaquin. Do you want to guess who that was? You got a bump to the first line for a bit in the third.
To the third line?
To the first line, sorry.
The first line. Kolsar?
Tanner
Pearson.
So they rolled their lines.
Yeah.
And then defensively,
they all played.
Nick Hague had 14 minutes. Korzak, who was in for Pietrangelo, only had 13, but that was the lowest. So definitely different than compared to the LA series, right?
Yeah.
Because on the Oilers side, obviously Emberson only played just above 6 minutes, but that's been the norm in the playoffs. And they had two forwards under 10 minutes, which was Podkolzin and Arvidsson. Still noticeable, though, which is the important part here. So I think Vegas is just going to, roll their 4 lines, their 6 D-men, and see what happens here. I think the Oilers don't have to change much. Again, Joaquin, we joke kind of that they love playing from behind.
Yeah.
If the Oilers can score and get up too early in this game, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't think if Vegas scores first, I have no worries. The Oilers.
The game's not over until last few minutes of the third.
Yeah,
really, right? But they do have to. I think what they did last game with getting the puck deep and kind of that cycle to wear down Vegas's D. That's what you're going to have to do. And they're going to try to do the same too. It's not always finishing checks. Obviously, you don't. If there's an opportunity, you always get in someone's way. But I think that they did a good job last game of doing that.
Yeah, they did. So it's gonna. And how confident are the Nasties feeling? I don't want to say they're playing with house money because the Oilers are a hell of a team. It's not like they can't win this game, but it's. I just hope it's not like. Because when the Oilers feel all fat and sassy, they start getting into trouble, right? They start doing things they should, and they start cheating the game, and it's just like, just play the right way, like you have in the last 3 playoff games, and they're going to be fine. And Pickard, he's been good enough. He's made the saves when called upon. Special teams are getting a little bit better. The power play wasn't too good last game. PK gave up one, but it was on a double deflection. I like what the Oilers are bringing to the table. I love just the way they come at you in waves offensively. Defensively, they're all, taking a step. Like, we haven't talked bad about Bouchard in a while now, and that's good. Nurse as well. Wallman's really stepped it up after a sloppy 2-3 games against LA. Kulak. Emerson, he's out there for PK, and he'll get some shifts early, but doesn't play much as well. And Klenberg, who's been the biggest surprise defensively, just with his passing. So it's going to be.
Benny. What does Benny think about tonight's game and how it's going to go?
I was wrong about my game one prediction when I was talking about with Koob. I thought the Oilers would lose, but I'm optimistic tonight. But I've always said I think they're going to come home with a split, and so I don't know. I obviously I hope the Oilers win tonight, but I don't know. Vegas I think is such a good team, and I think some people are getting a little ahead of themselves with thinking that this series is over and the Oilers are going to steamroll them. I don't think so. I think Vegas will wake up. They'll be a much better team tonight. So I wouldn't be shocked if Vegas takes it home tonight, but I like the Oilers' chances. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, even a split's good coming home.
Yeah,
sure, you want to be up 2-0.
Does it hurt riding the fence that bad or what?
All right, Oilers are coming home 2-0.
There we go.
I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding.
Caster 1990. And what's this? Sorry.
Never choked up over a sports movie. I did, however, when Spock died in The Wrath of Khan. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Really? Meat says The Art of Racing in the Rain with Milo Ventimiglia, Formula One racer, and his dog voiced by Kevin Costner brings the tears every time. That's from Meat. Silent Hoops also says Rocky 4. Oh, that's a tough one.
4. Which one's 4?
With Drago.
Oh, yeah? Cry at that one? Really? Don't cry at that one.
T-Mac says, what about the greatest movie ever, The Outsiders?
You're not crying at that thing.
I cried when Dally died, man.
Oh, stop it.
Brian Song or Something for Joy from Collingwood Rob. Not a sports movie. Sweet November, Keanu Reeves and Charlize Theron. Dear Frankie with Gerard Butler, or my classic that gets me every time, E.T. when he's sick.
Oh, E.T., yeah. That's the first time I cried in a movie. In the theater. And I couldn't sit with my mom because the theater was packed. They put me beside these two people, and I was by myself.
This one says, good afternoon, boys. Can you tell me the promo code for Play Alberta? Yeah, brother. It's 100 Casino. 100 Casino. And then if you want to play the sports betting, it's 100 Sports. Okay? And then you can also do YEG 50. YEG 50. So let us know if you got that there, buddy. But a lot of sad movies coming in. Barry the Cheater, Jerry Maguire, You Complete Me.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Maguire. Yeah, that's a good one. That's really good. When he races back after Tidwell points at him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
when
good.
He gets him the contract.
Yeah.
I like this from GFAT. I cried when Bob got locked out of the trailer in La Bamba. What about me? You don't give a damn about me. Oh,
when
that's a great.
When Mufasa dies in Lion King, that's terrible.
Bambi.
I've never watched Bambi. Have you ever watched Up?
I don't think so.
Up's great. The first, what you can do with animation, and it was so emotional because my wife's grandfather had just passed away. And he was kind of like Mr. Fredrickson from Up. And so he had passed, but it was kind of the reversal in there. His wife had passed. And so it was, the whole family was there for Christmas dinner, and we decided to put it on.
Yeah.
So there's little kids obviously watching, all the parents, and that there's no dialogue, whatever, for the first 5 minutes, but it's the life cycle of these two kids getting old and the woman passing away. Yeah. We were all I had to go to the bathroom for a cartoon, no less.
Oh boy.
Suck on that, Jasmine.
Keep sending us your saddest movies because crying's good for the soul.
Puts you to sleep.
As we get set for Oilers and Golden Knights, portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brew House. Epic food, killer drinks, and a vibe you can't beat. Plus, get free nachos with our app. Book your party now at the Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house. On the other side of the break, Derek Van Diest from NHL.com joins us here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break. Here's Koob, Sports Update.
Edmonton and Vegas dropped the puck for Game 2 of their series. The Oilers taking Game 1 on the road with Pavel Dorofeyev out for the Golden Knights tonight, and Alex Pietrangelo was a game-time decision for Vegas after he missed the series opener. And Tom Gazzola, Hernan Salas, they tee up the action during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live on location at Hudson's Bourbon Street on the west side at 6 right here on EST. And with the Hurricanes finding a 2-1 win in overtime in Game 1, Washington and Carolina face off for Game 2 of their series with puck drop at 5 o'clock. On the West Coast, the Docs have hired Joel Quenneville as their next head coach, with Quenneville becoming a bench boss for the first time since 2021 when he was a part of the Panthers. From Minnesota, the Timberwolves challenged the Warriors in Game 2 of their series. Golden State up 1-0, having tip-off at 6:30. And in baseball, Pirates manager Derek Shelton has been fired. There's a few games live right now in baseball. Seeing the Tigers up 2-0 on the Rockies in the bottom of the first. After that, the Jays rematch with the Angels, with Toronto losing 4 straight games. This Sports Update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. From NHL.com, Derek Van Diest joins us on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're in the loop.
The EST Hangout.
You can't discount Vegas. Like, if this whole thing was reversed and it was the exact same thing on the other side, we'd be like, well, the others didn't play a good game. And, like, they'll be back. And we have to acknowledge the fact that Vegas didn't play a good game. They were not very good. And you're going to get their best at some point. I really liked the Oilers game.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc, we're the experts you need to know.
It's 1:43 here as we roll along on EST Afternoons live from the William Huff Studios here on the west side of the city. We're just ahead of DVD. Got to get him out early, though, because Anaheim announced Joel Quenneville as their new head coach.
Here for Gager. Right here.
Oh, wow.
Gager, what do you think, buddy?
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Dusty.
That's
EST miracle.
That's for doing the bathroom, buddy.
Thank you.
I had to get that for you.
Wow.
Sometimes you just work with people, and the feeling you get from just the littlest things. This means the world to me. Thank you.
But you're like our dad here. Like, kudos to you for cleaning our disgusting bathroom, throwing out the paper. And you know what's funny? The garbage can's already full of paper towels.
Oh, man. Oh, this is great.
This is great
That
stuff.
smells good.
What a moment.
Wow.
We're working on DVD here. I got to get to this one, Doc. I think I cried when Blue died in old school. Oh, that's a good one. That is absolutely fantastic. We just asked Dusty, and he goes, "Yeah, when Sonny Weaver got all his picks back."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh, okay." You cried at that part?
He did mention 2 Kevin Costner movies where it's tough. The Perfect Game and Field of Dreams.
Yeah,
those ones will get you going.
All right. Gager got flowers from the owner of EST for cleaning our bathroom. Kudos to that. That was awesome. We'll continue with the sad movies as we're joined by Derek Van Diest from NHL.com. DVD, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How's it going?
We're just rolling along here, getting ready for Game 2. Before we get to the Oilers, I just want to get your thoughts on the Anaheim Ducks, naming Joel Quenneville their head coach. Obviously, it's going to be taken with some heat, as we did here in Edmonton with the hiring of Stan Bowman. But what do you make of this hiring for the Ducks?
Well, I'm a little surprised, to be honest, because I think the Ducks, to be honest, I thought Greg Cronin did a pretty good job at the end of last season. I thought he had those guys playing pretty well. They're a young team, and you're bringing in an old coach who's kind of set in his ways. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. When you got a young team and an old coach, you wonder if there's a disconnect there between the older generation and the younger generation. But obviously, Joel said the right things at the interview, and they like the fact that he's a winner. He's a proven winner, and he's an excellent coach. So I think that's the one thing I was kind of wondering about. With a young group, do you want to bring a young, innovative coach, or do you want to bring an old school guy that's been doing the way his way for however many years? So, but that's the one thing, obviously. And then obviously the other thing is getting reinstated back into the league, and that's something that they're going to have to deal with. And there's going to be some pushback, and there's going to be some issues with him getting reinstated. And so, that's something that Edmonton Hill fans dealt with here. We dealt with it here with Evander Kane, and dealt with it here with Stan Bowman, and I think the Anaheim Ducks are going to have to deal with it there in Anaheim. And there's a lot of people, well, not a lot, I should say. There's some people that believe that he should not have been allowed back in the NHL, but obviously, it's not one strike and you're out. Obviously, it's a big strike, but I just think you need a second chance. You need a chance to redeem yourself, and I think this is an opportunity. And from what it sounds like, he's going to have a press conference here in 15 minutes. Like he learned from his mistakes, and he knew what he did was wrong, and he knew that he probably should have given a bit more attention to what was going on at the fact with Kyle Beach. So. And if Kyle Beach is okay with it, then I think everyone else should be as well. Like that was the situation here. Kyle Beach was okay with Stan Bowman getting hired, and if the victim says, "Hey, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with these guys moving on and trying to move on with their lives," then why shouldn't the rest of us be?
Derek, moving to tonight's game, what's the feeling between both teams? Edmonton, it's kind of in a different situation where they have command, and Vegas coming off not their best game. What's the feeling coming out of both locker rooms here?
Well, I do think that the Oilers are confident. I think the Oilers are growing in confidence by the game and by the day when players are getting back and they're starting to feel better about themselves. They're starting to get their time back. They're starting to do a lot of good things, and I think that's the situation here. Is that everyone knew when these guys were starting to get healthy. They're going to be a pretty good team. We look at Wallman and Draisaitl and Hyman, and you got Kane back, you got Trent Frederick back. When those guys all started coming back and started getting their timing and started getting their sea legs to speak of, this was going to be a good hockey team. Now it was all a matter of timing, and I think the biggest worry was that could they survive long enough in that LA series to get all these guys back. And I think you're seeing now they're all back. They're all playing effective, and they're just going to get better. And they're going to get better and stronger and faster. And I think that's a concern for the Vegas Golden Knights because they were exposed as a big, slow team against the Oilers in the second half of that hockey game. LA was exposed as that as well. They're a lot quicker team than Vegas was. But I think Edmonton, to me, they're built to play in this series. They're built for this Vegas team because they got bigger guys. They got stronger guys. They're heavier on the forecheck. They can get to the front of the net. They can do all those things that I don't think the team 2 years ago could or had enough guys to do that. So I think the Oilers are a little bigger and stronger this year than they were in the past, and that's going to pay huge dividends, I think, in the playoffs.
Derek, we're 7 games into the Oilers' playoff run here. Game 8 tonight. Who has been the biggest surprise for you on the Oilers in a positive way?
To me, it's in a positive way, John Klingberg, hands down. I always liked this player. I remember when he was in Dallas and I got a chance to see him play, and I'm like, this guy is a good player. He's a smart player. He knows what to do with the puck, never panics around it. Defensively, I thought he could be a little better, but I always thought he was a great player. And the way he's playing now, the way he's kind of settled things down, it's such a huge, huge thing for the Oilers right now, considering they're missing Matthias Janmark in the lineup. And I think he does a lot to kind of alleviate that absence. I think he does a lot on the back end. I think he helps a lot of those guys. He's making a lot of great plays. And he says he's healthy. His hips aren't hurting him.
Yeah.
He had an ankle issue. He took a puck off the ankle. It got swollen. Then got infected. So there was issues there. But now you're seeing the type of guy that John Klingberg used to be. Like, he's still a little slower than he was back then, but he's still a smart hockey player and always seems to make good plays with pucks. To me, that's the biggest surprise because I thought that was the biggest wild card. There was times we thought, oh, they wasted signing on this guy and they could have saved the money and signed someone else. But I don't think anyone's saying that now.
Derek, switching to goaltending, Oilers find some places to shoot on Aiden Hill. He likes to sit back in his net, and Pickard wins this goaltending battle tonight. Do you expect Aiden Hill to maybe have a little bit of a bounce back? And what do you see from Calvin Pickard's game to suggest that he can keep this streak kind of rolling?
Well, I think one with Aiden Hill, the top glove. I think that's the book on Aiden Hill, and everyone's going top glove because he goes down early and doesn't get this glove up in time. I think that's the book on him. But I do think Aiden Hill was kind of protected by those guys in front because you don't have to make one save, and you really never really have to worry about rebounds or anything like that because those guys, they would collapse in front of them, and they're so big and strong to get past. That, if you're a goaltender, you look at the Vegas Golden Knights, they've had a carousel of goalies there, and all they ask of you is make the first save, and then we'll take care of the rest. And that's what they seem to do. So if the Oilers can get in there and try and get those second and third opportunities, that might be an issue. If they get clean looks, then they know where they're going with Aiden Hill. And I think they have the book on him. They know where they're going on Aiden Hill. So I think if they get an opportunity to get clean looks and they get an opportunity to rush at that defense, to go at that defense. You saw Connor Brown do it. You saw a couple other guys do it. If they get him in the middle of the ice, they're not afraid to take him on. And I think that's a big thing with the Oilers. But I think that's the thing with Aiden Hill. Like, he makes the first save, and you got to get in there and get the second one, or you got to try and get clean looks. And I think that's what we saw in Game 1 is that the Oilers, when they did get clean looks, they were able to beat them. And I think that's the thing with, regardless of who the goalie was in Vegas, they've always done well because of that big, strong defensive front. Now, at the other end, with Calvin Pickard, I think he's doing what the Oilers need. Make the big save when you need it.
Yeah.
When you need the big save, he's getting that big save. And I think that's the one thing that I think maybe they were lacking a little with Stu. Stu would play well, but you need the big save. You need the save to keep it at 5-5. You didn't get it. You need the save to keep it at 3-2 in Game 2. You didn't get it. So, but you're getting that big save with Calvin Pickard. You need the save to keep it at 3-2. He makes those saves for you. And I think that's been the difference so far, is that when you need the big save and you need the guy to save the ones that maybe he's not supposed to, Calvin Pickard is doing that, whereas Stuart Skinner didn't do that through the first 2 games of the LA series.
DVD, one more for you. I know you got to run to cover the Ducks presser here, but we're talking about sad movies. Is there one movie for you that you always cry when you watch it?
Rudy. That scene when Rudy, when they That scene when they say, "Oh, I don't want to play today, coach. This is for Rudy. He can play at my place."
Yeah.
Coach, this is routine. This for Rudy. That never happened. They went and said that scene was made up for the movie. That actually never happened in Notre Dame. But that scene, that still gets you. It's like, oh man, they all want this kid to play. So to me, that's the scene that gets me every time. The scene in Rudy when they come and lay down the jerseys in the coach's office and say, "This is for Rudy, coach. This is for Rudy. I want him to play in my place." That's the scene that gets me every time.
Awesome stuff, DVD. Enjoy the game tonight, buddy, and we'll chat soon.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me on, guys. Talk to you later.
That's Derek Van Diest from NHL.com. He's going to run because he's covering the presser for Joel Quenneville at 2:00 with the Ducks there. So if you miss it, Joel Quenneville will be the head coach of the Anaheim Ducks. These are beautiful flowers.
I know. I got to get those in a vase, get them in water here.
We need a vase.
We just got, who said this one? Barry the Cheater. Yeah, when Artax dies. Do you know Artax?
No.
The Atreus horse in the Never-Ending Story? Come on, man.
I've seen that movie. I just can't remember it. I've seen
when his horse gets stuck in the like the quicksand. Oh man. And he's pulling him out. He's going, "Come on, Artax," and he won't because he knows he can't to let a trail live. Oh man.
Dudley says the final scene in All Dogs Go to Heaven when Charlie is saying goodbye to Anne-Marie is a tearjerker, especially knowing the child actor that voiced Anne-Marie was killed before the movie was released. Wow, I didn't know that. Jeez.
Smokey the Bear. Rule 1 of watching a Pixar movie: somebody will cry. I know, it's terrible. Interstellar.
Really?
When he's yelling at his girl. You've watched Interstellar, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sci-fi movie you watched. Wow.
No name on this one, but it says, if you didn't cry at the end of Infinity War, you have no soul.
That's, you know what? That's sad, man. Yeah, when you invest that amount of hours, what's the total running time of all those movies? Like 27 hours or something like that? And then you get that final scene in Infinity War? Or Endgame, I guess.
This one from Fort Mac Gaz. How about Click with Adam Sandler? The part when he crawls to his daughter at the hospital when he's dying always gets me.
Yeah.
Man, we're a bit of a downer. Boys, I forgot the one that made me truly ugly cry. I Am Legend. When Will Smith's dog dies.
Yeah. I almost cried getting these flowers.
Oh boy, Land Before Time when the mama dinosaur dies.
Oh God, yeah.
A lot of good ones. Giancarlo, I cry every time Hernan opens his mouth and blesses us with his angelic voice. I don't know about that, bro.
Tears of joy, baby. Tears of joy.
Jasmine says Gager is going to save those flowers until Sunday and give them to the wifey.
Thanks for the tip.
We have a cooler in here?
I'll just keep them in the fridge.
Yeah.
No, they'll be, have you ever given your old lady flowers?
Of course.
Well, there's little food in here. They just put the food in the thing, cut the stems.
Do we have a boss here?
We got a beer mug.
We got enough beer glasses here that we can turn into a vase. But they're very beautiful. I didn't expect Dusty to do that.
He felt bad. I made him feel bad though.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I do to you most days.
He's well, it's
hilarious.
Like the pile of papers was up to here and people just kept throwing it on top.
Oh yeah. Some were strategically placed on top too. Yeah. And I know if it fell, you just went, meh.
You know what the trick is? You wash your hands, right? So obviously the paper towel's wet. You scrunch it up and whip it down
What you do is be a man and use your pants. You don't need a towel.
Just do the quick
on the thighs and buttocks.
The buttocks. We're at 81 thumbs up. We've slowed down. Hey, let's do it for Benny Blanco. He's producing his first EST afternoon show. How's it going, Benny?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not a complete I don't know. I'm not completely new to this with producing Hella Hockey.
Yeah, of course.
However many months, but it's still good.
You work with Tom and Belzy, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
High maintenance hosts. You could
should
say.
Get flowers every day working with those.
But they're great, and yeah, it's been good. I've had Koob giving me the ropes here and everything. It's pretty similar to what I'm doing at Hella Hockey, so yeah, feel good.
Good stuff, Benny. You're doing a great job. Koob's getting ready here. He's going to do a sports update as we get into hour two. Hour two, inside the numbers for Play Alberta, the Red Light District with Joaquin Gage, and we'll tee up the Reed Wilkins Show coming up with Jay Milne, of course, 3 to 6. And then from 6 to 7:30, it's Tom Gazzola live from Hudson's on West Edmonton Mall. So go hang out with Tommy there as game 2, 7:30. I don't think it's 7:52 puck drop. I think it's like a 7:40-ish puck drop today. Which is kind of good.
Are you hoping? Or?
Oh, wow. That's what I'm hoping for. Please. Keep sending us your messages to the River Cree box 780-218-9999 and hit us up on the Nasty Chat. Subscribe and hit that thumbs up. We'd be greatly appreciated. We're back for hour 2 here on EST Afternoons after the break.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Friday and Saturday, May 9th and 10th, it's the Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway. Alberta's best sprint car drivers face off against the American Rocky Mountain Sprint Cars in a methanol-burning, dirt-slinging border battle. Also in action are the modifieds, late models, mini stocks, and hobby stocks, making it a full weekend of family fun racing. The Can-Am Sprint Car Challenge at Rad Torque Raceway, just west of Highway 2 on Highway 19 at Edmonton International Airport. Get your tickets and info at radraceway.com.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Celebrate your birthday at the Banquet Bar. Enjoy great drinks, amazing vibes, and unforgettable memories. Download the Banquet app and get a free pizza pie on your birthday. Book your party today at thebanquetbar.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
The Oilers battle the Golden Knights, looking for 6 straight wins in the postseason and to take a 2-0 series lead back home to Edmonton. No Pavel Dorofeyev for the 3rd straight game for Vegas, and Alex Pietrangelo is a game-time decision for the Knights. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas get you set for the action as they go live at West Edmonton Mall at Hudson's Canada's Pub on Bourbon Street for pre- and post-game coverage starting at 6. Tune in only on EST. From Washington, the Caps and Hurricanes clash for Game 2 of their series at 6:30, having the Canes take Game 1 3-2 in overtime. And the Ducks have a new head coach as Joel Quenneville has been hired to become the team's 12th head coach in franchise history. Well, in basketball, there's just one game tonight. Timberwolves and Warriors go at it for Game 2. Minnesota trailing 1-0 in the series. And for the Jays, they meet the Angels in their series closer. Toronto dropping the first 2 contests. Chris Bassett takes the mound for Toronto. Right now, there's 3 games live. Boston holding Texas 5-0 in the 8th inning. I'm Zachary Kubusch. That was your sports update. You're locked and loaded here on EST Afternoons.
It's hour 2 here on EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios with some beautiful flowers for Gager. We found the vase. That's a hell of a vase.
Hey?
Yeah, I like it.
It was in my kitchen.
They smell good.
They do smell good.
Great. Welcome back. Just ahead of Inside the Numbers, Red Light District with Joaquin. Full day here, covering, getting you ready for the Oilers game 2 as they're in Vegas to take on the Golden Knights, looking to take full control of that series, coming home with the 2-0 lead would be fine and dandy with all the nasties, that's for sure. Hit us up on the River Cree box, 780-218-9999. The Nasty Chat, slam that thumbs up. We're close to 100. Let's try to get to 150. Let's do it quickly here if we can. That'd be great. And Reed Wilkins, J. Milne coming up 3 to 6. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. You want to see La Bamba live from the classic group, Los Lobos. That's May 15th, Los Lobos. And then if you want to switch it up the next night's Bump and Grind with Drew Hill and Jenny Wine on May 16th. Hit up rivercreeresort.com for tickets or hit the River Cree box office. That's 780-218-9999. The River Cree inbox. We still got a lot. Corey at work says Chubb's falling out the window and Happy Gilmore. Heartbreaking. We got a bunch in the River Cree. Kevin Bacon movie, Taking Chance. Definitely make you cry. That's from Collingwood Rob. This one says my dog Skip. If you watch the Netflix series Adolescence and you are a father and don't cry for the entire last episode, you're dead inside. Ooh. And then Smokey the Bear, I sobbed after Logan. And then this one, No Name. Boys, I cried tears when I watched The Hangover for the first time. Tears of joy, that is.
Mm.
Yeah. There's a lot of classic movies out there. You remember the old school Love Story movie? Like from the late 70s?
Love Story?
Yeah. No. That one's pretty sad. Do you remember Champ? With the little
Champ.
Yeah,
with Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah. That one's sad, man. That's my first memory because I remember watching it with my sister and my cousin. We were all sobbing. We're like, why are you guys showing us this?
Yeah.
We're just kids. Well, that's a good one, too. I already said The Notebook. But is The Notebook really sad? Well, it is sad at the end.
The Notebook?
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
You never watched The Notebook?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You know what's... I forget the name of it now. Oh, it'll come to me.
Last of Us Season 1, Episode 3 from Bob. That's very specific.
That's, I think that's the one with the guy from Parks and Rec or whatever. Yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. Van Owen says, love story with the late Jimmy Kahn. True story. I think it is Jimmy Kahn. Yeah. It is a true story. Yeah, I didn't know that. Interesting. Very interesting, Joaquin. Very interesting. Keep those coming in. Nasty Chat, like always. Let's get to Inside the Numbers. Or Play Alberta. Experience all the excitement of the casino in the palm of your hand. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $20 using the EST exclusive promo code 100casino for a $100 casino bonus. Joaquin, I'm going to read, we're going to talk about depth. You know, that word is... It was
tossed around for a lot of the regular season, I believe.
Yes, a lot here in Edmonton.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me find it. I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, here we go. Last 3 games for the Oilers. Okay, so that's Game 5, Game 6 against LA, Game 1 against the good old Vegas Golden Knights. The Oilers have scored 13 goals. You know how many points McDavid and Draisaitl have combined in the last 3 games?
4.
7.
Okay.
Do you know how many goals they've combined for?
4.
1.
Jesus, really?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Just 1?
In the last 3 games. Yeah. Draisaitl in the last game. Because in the 6-4 clincher, none of them scored. And in the 3-1 game win in Game 5, none of them scored.
And then McDavid set up Perry.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they have 7 points in the last 7 points and 13 goals. Okay, 7 points in 3 games, which is pretty good. But for these guys, it's a little low.
Yeah.
But the 1 goal is the one that stands out to me. Now, I'm not bringing this up because I'm saying they're playing bad. I'm bringing it up because Depth is winning the Oilers games. Right? Depth is.
Who would have thought that by putting Leon and Connor together, it makes it more difficult for the other teams now?
At all regular season, I was so opposed to this.
And that's how they're winning games, by taking the focus away from the rest of the team.
It is unbelievable what has happened with this team, just making, me look like an idiot.
Oh, me as well, buddy. Me as well.
Connor Brown has 4 goals over his last 5 games for the Edmonton Oilers. He's really come on. Bouchard, 4 goals. Connor Brown, 4 goals. Zach Hyman, 3 goals. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 3 goals. Corey Perry, 3 goals. Evander Kane, 2 goals. Frederick, 1. Henrique, 1. Darnell, 1. Victor Arvidsson, 1. That's depth, man. That's what LA was supposed to do to the Oilers in round 1.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is it that now they're going nuclear and they're not winning you the games, which is awesome. And that's what's scary about this team, guys, is that these guys are going to go off eventually.
Well, even if they don't, and if they're just consistent, if they're just great players, not superstars, and if the rest of the group can still pull their weight, adding offense, very difficult, because the team has to worry so much about those two when they're on the ice. And not only that, like, it's not that they score every time, but most of the time they have the puck the whole time too. Yeah. And then building that momentum, and then all of a sudden you have 3 lines that have had consistent offensive zone time, and you come back with Connor after they're rested after a few shifts.
Yeah,
that's tough. That has coaches pulling their hair out.
You only have 2 players in the minus category. Can you name them?
Bouchard. No. Nurse and Bouchard?
You got 1 correct. Nurse, -1. Jeff Skinner.
Oh.
He was -2 in the only game he played in the playoffs.
Okay. Does he get back in? No?
Unless there's an injury.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Are we talking about depth? For all the LA media that said the Kings would beat the Oilers because they had depth.
Well, they had it. Their coach refused to use it.
I think also, and I brought this up, Tanner Jeannot being out was a big one, because he's a guy that can play a regular shift.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And he's a menace. He's a wrecking ball.
Yeah. So if you missed it, the Oilers have scored 13 goals in their last 3 games. They've all been wins. McDavid and Draisaitl have combined for 7 points and 1 goal. The depth that we all thought the Oilers were getting on July 1st, 2024 has finally arrived, Joaquin. Evander Kane looks great. We all had questions about it. How can he play in the playoffs without playing 1 regular season game? He's answered that question. He's knocked it out of the park. He's been a menace. Trent Frederick started slow. He's getting better every game. John Klimberg, new hips, new teeth. He just looks great. Like, his passing is top notch. It's just great. So
Nuge too. What do you think of the Nuge?
Nuge is more noticeable, at least. Yeah. Arvidsson's around it. Podkolzin's around it. I think the only guy I still want more for is Adam Henrique. Want more from.
Yeah.
I mean, Connor Brown, man. Like, are you kidding me? That goal he scored. Matthias Janmark has a game winner in the clutch game 5 in round 1. I think for me, honestly, Joaquin, the only guy that needs to step it up for me is Adam Henrique. I'm good with everybody else.
Yeah, just to be a little bit more noticeable is what you're saying.
Yeah.
What's his face-off percentage? Is he dominating in the circle?
Let's take a look.
Because when he's
really good.
Yeah, I mean, so there's intangibles there that you probably might have to look at too, right? But
let's see.
I mean, when you're rolling your 4th line with Matthias Janmark, Victor Arvidsson, and Vasily Podkolzin, that's remnants of the Vegas Golden Knights from 2 years ago with their 4th line.
Yeah.
You know? I don't have a problem putting those guys out against
anyone,
the Eichel line, if they have to.
So Adam Henrique right now is 56.8% in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good, man.
And he's a guy that can show up at any given time. Like I'm saying, he had a down year in the regular season. I don't think he's, out of all the forwards, I think he's been the least noticeable, but I don't think he's been terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So It's going to be a little bit different. And Arvidsson and Podkolzin, Joaquin, they're not playing more than 10 minutes a night, but they're noticeable.
They're doing as much as possible in that 10 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
and that's great.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we all wanted from Podkolzin was that's the kind of player he is. He's not a 20-minute a night guy. He's not.
No.
And because he's not an elite finisher, Joaquin. He's not.
But I think because he was thrust into that role at the beginning of the year, that now everyone, you have to suck it up a little bit for the betterment of the team at this point. And what he's doing is he's making the most out of the time that's given to him, which is good, I think. It's almost like you can get more done with less time.
Yeah. That's why, like, and it's weird because earlier, Maddie's like, it's weird that you're so confident because I'm always the guy kind of like, no, they got to do this.
Yeah.
Like, Gager, it's not a shtick for the show or anything. I think this is the most confidence I've had in this group since Connor and McDavid and Leon Draisaitl arrived. Like, I'm being serious. Like, I just look at this team and I don't see how a team can beat them 4 times in a series.
I just, it's kind of
the only way
scary when you're this confident.
The only way is they shoot themselves in the foot. That's the Oilers beat the Oilers.
There's still some pretty good teams there.
Who's good out there? We'll see Toronto in the final.
Oh, Jesus. I love it when you're like this.
But Toronto is, they're looking good, man. We got to give them credit.
They look, I watched that Biz video, and it's probably not for kids to watch.
No.
But he's relaxing and just saying cool, calm, collected. It's pretty funny, actually. But it's true. What he's saying, it's true. The Toronto Maple Leafs look calm, cool, and collected in those games.
And then Koob brought it up in the hangout. Is everybody underestimating Carolina? They're a good team still.
Oh, yeah. And is it Stankoven?
Stankoven. Like Nekesh, Rantanen, obviously better than Stankoven now. But there's potential for Stankoven.
But he scored again. Like I saw, he's a little fireplug out there. Looking at yeah, man, they're good. Slavin, Burns, Orloff, Walker, Gostisbehere, Chatfield, and Freddie Anderson's numbers are ridiculous. So
it's a good series.
Very good.
Because I think we all had Florida going far, but they might be in a little bit of trouble.
I thought we would see a different Florida team, and for the first time, they looked like, and just how I viewed it, they look like a team that's played a lot of hockey over the last little bit.
Well, two Cup Finals appearances, it takes a toll, right? Like look at Bobrovsky. I wish the Oilers got this Bobrovsky last year in the finals.
Oh yeah. There'd be rings on fingers.
So we'll see. I mean, listen, Dallas, Winnipeg, whoever the Oilers face in the next round is going to be tough. If the Oilers make it to the next round. I don't want to, put the cart before the horse? So I'm just confident. Like, this is weird. I've never felt this way about the Oilers team. But it's a good feeling to have that you're so confident in them. No matter what happens in the game, they always have a chance, right? Always have a chance. All right. Coming up next, get to everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Red Light District, with our guy Joaquin Gage. Of course, the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the Kitchen Restaurant, all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet for just $49.99 every Sunday from 4 to 10 p.m. That was inside the numbers, and the key word there was depth. The Oilers, we're not just throwing it out there anymore. They actually have it in these playoffs. Can it continue? We all hope so, and we'll find out today in Game 2. And the good thing is McDavid and Draisaitl have yet to go completely off outside of Game 1 when McDavid took over in the third period against the LA Kings. It just bodes well for the Edmonton Oilers. On the other side of the break, it is the Red Light District. We are at 99 thumbs up. Let's get close to 150. We got about 40 minutes to go. We're back after the break here from the William Huff Studios. Here's Koob with your sports update.
The Oilers look to go up 2-0 in their series against the Golden Knights. Alex Pietrangelo is a game-time decision for Vegas, and Pavel Dorofeyev has been ruled out for the third straight game for the Golden Knights. Join Tom Gazzola as he goes live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show at Hudson's Bourbon Street in West Ed alongside Hernan Salas. To tee up the action, you can tune in at 6 right here on EST. And just one other game on tap, the Capitals hope to bounce back in Game 2 against the Hurricanes. Puck drop for that one goes at 5 o'clock. And Joel Quenneville makes his return to coaching to become the head coach of the Ducks. He's been away from the NHL since 2021 when he resigned as the Panthers head coach in the fallout of the investigation into the Blackhawks. On the court, the Warriors and Timberwolves tip off at 6:30 with Golden State leading 1-0 in the series. And dropping their last 4 games, the Jays hope to make it back in the win column as they take on the Angels to close out their series. First pitch goes just after 7:30. And for the Pirates, manager Derek Shelton has been fired with Don Kelly taking over on an interim basis. And 2 games are live right now, seeing the White Sox down 6-0 to the Royals in the bottom of the 7th inning. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. Hernan Salas and Joaquin Gage roll on with the show once we get back from break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah. That's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
Keep your team jersey and rally towel close by and help bring the championship home. For all your other treasures, store them with Sentinel Storage. Store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Timeout, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place, anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Strike up some fun at the Banquet Bar. Bowling, drinks, and a great time with friends where the good times roll. Whether you're here to bowl or just hang out, the Banquet Bar is your go-to spot. Get real, play hard at the Banquet.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
Joaquin. Joaquin.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight. Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
Joaquin.
You
Joaquin. 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 2:23. Welcome back to EST Afternoons. It's a fun day here in Edmonton. The weather's a little bit down compared to the last couple of days, but there's a good vibe as it's game 2 between the Oilers and Vegas Golden Knights. RR says, hey, Hernan, this is Rafa from back in the day at Brewster's. Just wanted to say you guys put on a great show. Let's go Oilers. I say hello to Rafa. He was my manager at Brewster's. My first bartending job in my early 20s.
Rafael Nadal?
No, it's Rafa. His name's Rafael, but
Those
yeah.
Nadals.
Yeah, no, I know.
Jesus. Vamos!
Hello, Rafa. Good to hear from you, man. Hope you're doing great. Let's get to it. Hey, we're at 104. We only need 46 more for our playoff goal of 150 thumbs up. So let's keep hammering that. We got 230 watching. We should be able to get there. But right now, it's time for your favorite segment of the week. It's the Red Light District with Joaquin Gage.
All right. So, a lot of people have come up to me over the past little bit, Hernan, after I've kind of touched on your upbringing of where you came from,
okay,
your people, and I'm getting questioned about it actually. So I'm putting it to the test here.
Oh boy,
I am this little segment that I got going right now is called "Is Hernan Actually Chilean?" All right, so I'm going to take Hernan through a few questions.
Oh boy,
and he is going to show you just how Chilean he actually is. Okay. So the first one, where you're going to see a few different flags. Okay, and you're going to have to tell me and the people that have doubted your Chilean heritage of which one is the actual Chilean flag.
Okay.
Can we see the first one, please? So we got this one.
Okay.
This is the first one. Okay. You got that in the memory banks?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the second one.
Okay.
Second one there. See that one? You know what that one is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go to the third one. Ooh, a little bit of a variation here.
Okay.
Maybe try to trip you up a little bit. Quit looking at the nasty chat. The fourth one.
Okay.
Okay. And now the fifth one. Okay. Which one is the Chilean flag?
The first one.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You're one step closer to keeping your Chilean card. Okay, we got it. All right. Question number 2. At 2,700 miles long and only 109 miles wide, is Chile the longest country in terms of length to width ratio in the world?
The longest country in terms of length to width ratio. Ooh. I know it's the longest. I'm going to say yes.
Final answer?
Final answer.
My gosh, this guy's really getting close. He's looking more Chilean by the second here. Okay, now this one we're getting a little bit deep. Okay, so you should know this though. I think you should know this. So, as a lover of the grape juice, okay, Chile is known as a wine country.
Yes.
So it's but how is Chilean wine classified? So I've given you a little bit of a multiple choice here.
Okay.
Okay. How is it classified in a term? So one is the grapes of wrath, or the grapes of the South.
Okay.
Sorry, the grapes of the South. 2 is blood of the conquistadors.
Okay.
Quetzalcoatl's revenge.
Okay.
Or New World wine.
Ooh. It's not the fourth one.
You want me to go through them again?
Yes.
Grapes of the South.
Okay.
Blood of the conquistadors. Quetzalcoatl's revenge. Or New World wine.
Grapes of the South?
Final answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect. This is crazy. You've probably had too much grapes of the South. It's actually called New World wine.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, this isn't just for Hernan. This is for anyone who wants to know a little bit more about the Chilean culture. Okay. We're okay. We got 2 right. We got 2, 1 no.
Okay.
As you know, Spain was conquered and colonized the region in the 16th century, replacing Inca rule. but failed to conquer the Mapuche people. I think these are your people. In what year did Chile declare its independence from Spain? Now it's another.
Okay.
It's another multiple choice just to help you out. So we have 1810, 1815, 1818, or 1820.
Holy crap. I do not know unless this is strictly a guess. 1818.
My gosh, that's another one for Hernan. He knows his stuff. This is amazing. Okay. Question number 5. Many of your people believe that the name Chile came from the Native American meaning. What is the actual meaning? Is it ends of the earth, seagulls, where the land ends, or all of the above?
All of the above?
My gosh, people, this guy, he's getting his passport. That's not getting revoked at all. Question number 6. In the year 1879 to 1883, Chile captured an enormous amount of land from Bolivia and Peru.
Yes.
What was the name of this war? Your answers are War of the Worlds, Rumble in Hernan's Jungle, War of the Pacific, or Battle for Independence?
War of the Pacific.
That is correct. Wow, you are rocking this thing.
Fire.
Man. Holy smokes. Okay, here's number 7. What animal can you find in Chile that you cannot find in any other country? A, bears, B, flamingos, C, koalas, or D, penguins? I don't know if I wrote that right.
Okay. So
What animals will you find in Chile that you won't find in other countries?
say it again.
What animal can you find in Chile that you cannot find in other countries?
Okay, so they're only in Chile. And
Yeah.
you said bear, flamingo. What was the other?
Koalas or penguins?
Flamingo?
That is incorrect. It's penguins.
Really?
Well, they're down there anyway, right? It's the
Yeah.
southern tip.
Oh.
They're not going to go anywhere else. Come on. That was an easy one. I thought you'd get that for sure.
I'm just an idiot.
Okay, you might have to help me with the pronunciations here. But what is a famous Chilean food, like what they're famous for? Okay, I have a few. So empanadas.
Yeah.
Pastel de choclo.
De choclo.
Cazuela, and sopaipillas.
Sopaipillas. All of the above.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's empanadas, which are meat pies, or you can have them like with cheese.
Yeah.
Cazuela is like a soup with potato, corn, meat or chicken.
Yeah.
It's really good. Sopaipillas is like just a fried.
Okay.
You can put hot sauce on it, whatever. What was the other one? Pastel de choclo.
Yeah. So
that's made with corn, olives. You put egg in it, and it's like with chicken.
Don't be afraid to bring any of this stuff in here, man. I threw that one in there because I thought the other ones were easy enough. So we would have taken any of those questions as correct. Okay.
Those are all good, man.
Okay, 2 more to go.
Okay.
Jeez, you're just rocking this thing. What is the capital city of Chile?
Santiago.
That was good. And last but not least, okay, last question here. To go, what are you at? I think you're like 9 right here, or 8 right?
Yeah.
What is the famous mountain range in Chile called? Now, I have a few ones for you here. The North Face, the Rockies, Patagonia, or the Himalayas?
Patagonia.
Patagonia.
Oh, man.
Thanks for Hernan. Oh, my God. Dude, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was worried. I wanted you. I was as confident as you are in the Oilers as I was asking those questions, but I was a little hesitation. It was kind of like Pietrangelo coming back. I was like, oh my gosh. Because I mentioned just how Chilean you are in the jungles and stuff, your knowledge of the history of your people. I love it.
I like this one from Max Bezuzu. This guy is the best Chilean since Pedro Pascal. There's some other. John Carlos says, I went to school with a Chilean kid in junior high. You can smell the guy's Axe body spray from the other side. And then R says, to truly be Chilean, you need to have a ponytail. I did back in the day. Man. That was bad.
That's good. That's good.
Oh man, that was fun. I had my parents are gonna be so proud.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I should have got penguins. Like,
yeah, how did you not get penguins?
What are you thinking, Hernan? What are you thinking? But the flag one was easy. The food one.
I didn't trip you up with the Czech and the Texan the Texas flag is just a little bit longer.
And you said those names pretty good for like pastel de choclo. Because choclo means corn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and pastel means like I'm psyching myself out now.
Well, I kissed Chilean.
What?
Chilean tongue.
Oh. I got 2 wrong?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That was good, man. 8 out of 10 there. And that's not you not knowing what I was going to do today.
No, I had no idea. I couldn't prep for it. It was all ask him to admit aguardiente is better than pisco from bat. No. Pisco's good. It's like a hard liquor. It's Chilean. Yeah, it's good. You drink it with Coke or ginger ale and with a lime wedge or a lemon wedge. Aguardiente is probably some of the strongest liquor I've ever tasted in my life. It'll burn a hole in your stomach, Joaquin.
Really?
Yeah, it's so strong. It's from the El Campo, which means like the farm and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they make it and they drink it. It is so strong. It is not, Pat. It is not. Norm in the Combine, please let me know when you bring the food samples, Hernan.
Yeah, no. I thought you would get the wine one. I didn't think you'd get the
wine one threw me off. I did not know that.
Yeah, New World Wine.
Yeah, that's
I had to do my research here. Well, you got all of the above where the Native American name came from. Of course, you knew the War of the Pacific. Famous.
So in Chile, where my parents are from, it's called Valparaiso. It's like a port city, so they got beaches and everything.
Yeah.
And they have a plaza called it's called the Victory Plaza, and they have the monuments that they stole from Peru.
Really?
Yeah, during the war. It's called La Plaza de la Victoria. Yeah, yeah. So I kind of knew that one too.
Okay.
So good stuff.
Good stuff.
Apparently, La Boca Loca is Chilean. Is that good, Max Bezuzu? It's actually a Chilean restaurant in the south side.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't been there. I think I've only been there once, though. It's fairly new. I think it's been open for a few years. But go check it out. There's really no other Chilean restaurants here to get those kind of food that's usually made by a Chilean person, right? Or Heritage Days is another option.
Oh, are they there?
They have empanadas for sure. Yeah. And then they have chacareros, which is like a steak sandwich, which is really, really good. Awesome stuff. That was Red Light District, brought to you by no one. If you'd like to sponsor the segment, Matt at EdmontonSportsTalk.com or one of us. You just got to put our first name and then at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right, guys, we got to get to a break. 2:40. I was hoping for some Elks audio. Hopefully it's there. We'll check it out. Elks second day of rookie camp. I was listening to Mark Killam yesterday. He did his first media avail after the first practice. Man, that guy's full of energy. Bro.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
Good.
He was just like you almost want to run through a wall, and it was just the first day of rookie camp. So last day today for the rookies. Tomorrow, off day. They'll make some cuts, vet medicals on Saturday, and then they'll be kicking off training camp on Sunday down at Commonwealth Stadium. I know it's open to the public, so if you want to go check out the green and gold.
And okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, like we got 249 watching. Let's at least get to 150 thumbs up for Hernan's performance on Red Light. That was if the Oilers can match that performance, they're coming home 2-0.
And I just want to be clear. I was born in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Whatever.
My parents are from Chile. But hey, look at my Chilean knowledge, man.
That's amazing.
That's pretty damn good. My parents are going to be so proud. Okay, we're back after the break here on EST Afternoons. Edmonton Sports Talk. Hammer that thumbs up. Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. And on the Nasty Chat. We're back after the break. Here's our guy, Koob, with your sports update.
Edmonton and Vegas drop the puck for Game 2 of their series. The Oilers taking Game 1 on the road with Pavel Dorofeyev out for the Golden Knights tonight. Alex Pietrangelo is a game-time decision after he missed the series opener. And Tom Gazzola, Hernan Salas, they tee up the action during the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. They'll be live on location at Hudson's Bourbon Street on the west side at 6 right here on EST. And there's only one other game on tap. Game 2, Caps and Hurricanes goes down. Carolina taking Game 1 by a score of 2-1 in overtime. And St. Louis Blues players Jordan Binnington and Brayden Schenn will be joining Team Canada at the 2025 World Championships after they were kicked out in Game 7 against the Winnipeg Jets. On the West Coast, the Ducks have hired Joel Quenneville as their next head coach. This is Quenneville's first coaching gig since he resigned as the head coach of the Panthers in 2021 in the fallout of the investigation of the Blackhawks. And from Minnesota, the Timberwolves challenged the Warriors in Game 2 of their series. Golden State up 1-0, having tip-off at 6:30. In baseball, Chris Bassett gets the ball for Toronto in their series closer against the Angels. 2 games are live right now with the Tigers up 6-1 on the Rockies in the 6th inning. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubusch, and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
Joe from Stony, he says, Milne looks like what I imagine Winnie the Pooh to look like in human form.
Hi, Winnie. I'm Dave from HR. The no pants thing is bad enough, but can you find a t-shirt?
You're not going to take away my honey.
We can't keep paying you in honey, okay?
Oh, come on.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
My mother used to let us not lock the doors. She's like, if you're locking the doors inside of the house, it means you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Yeah, that's why we lock the doors.
Host of the Bad Friends and Whiskey Ginger podcast, don't miss Andrew Santino, Freeze Peach, live at the River Cree May 22nd.
Michael, what are you doing? We have locks on the outside of the house to keep criminals from coming inside. There's no criminals inside of this house. Yes, there are, Karen.
Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. Excitement, bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games.
Playmoregames.ca.
Final segment here on EST Afternoons. It's game day. Oilers, Vegas Golden Knights, Game 2. What are your predictions? Will the Oilers take control or they come back home with a split? Which is, in my eyes, it's a win-win, man. You already got one game there. Worst case scenario, it's a split. You've taken home field. I was going to say home ice advantage. May I suggest a Latin fruit bracket during the offseason? I'd like to submit pupusas to represent El Salvador.
Yeah, you said they were good, but
they're really good.
I have to go to Justin of Balgoni. The story of how Hernan grew up in the Chilean jungles and persevered to be the man he is today is quite inspirational. It's a movie in the making, and we'll probably cry at.
Speaking of movies that make you emotional, that story is going to be fantastic. You haven't had a lot of Latino food, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you tried? Like, if you can just remember the country, maybe not the name.
Oh, all Mexican food.
Okay. That's the obvious one.
Yeah, but no, I like some of the names. I don't. Yeah, I haven't like these. What is it? Papusas.
Papusas. Yeah,
I gotta try these things.
they're good.
Like,
They're at the Taste of Edmonton.
So
Heritage Days.
You and I need to go to the Taste of Edmonton.
Actually, and I think there's like a little market in the south side, but they have like a kitchen off the side, and they sell pupusas too. Yeah. They're good. I like them.
Yeah.
I like Colombian food. Like Argentinians, like Argentina's known for their steaks.
Yeah,
right?
like that's the steakhouses, right?
They barbecue like no one's business, right?
Is that where that Salt Bay comes from?
Yeah. Because they use that thick salt on their steaks. Yeah. And that's all they use, and it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, there's a lot of good food. The difference between Mexican food and I think South American is South American it's not as spicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like we like spice and we'll have sides of spice, but like it's not made spicy.
Okay.
Yeah. And you like seafood, right? Yeah.
Made salmon last night.
Hey, so did I.
Did you?
Yeah.
How'd you make it?
I just made like a honey garlic sauce.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. How about you?
I sous vide'd the fillets, and then I just seared them on the grill.
Okay. Nice.
Really good.
What's your favorite thing made in Colombia from Big Uke? What are they called?
Coke. What do you think?
No, what's that dish called? It's an amazing dish. It's got like 5 different things. The GF's niece is her husband's Colombian, and they made it for us one day. It was fantastic.
Really?
Arepas, I think are they called? Arepas. They also make empanadas, but they make them different. Max Bezuzu says, "Yep, Paraíso Tropical is terrific." See, I didn't even know the name of this place. Where is that place, Max Bezuzu? Is that the south side one? I think it's the south side one. Doesn't Acujalta have pupusas still? Yeah, okay. There's a restaurant downtown called Acujalta. I think it's Guatemalan / El Salvadorian.
Okay.
So they probably sell pupusas there too.
Okay.
It's been there for a while, so obviously it's
right.
really good, right? So, Gager, vegan wieners at the Elks game?
There's vegan options. Or no. Is there? No, I think there's vegan options, I think. I'll look into it.
Because you made the announcement. You're back, baby.
I'm back, man.
Hervey, Morris, Killam, Trey Ford extended. Gager's back in the concourse, slinging wieners.
Add me to the list, baby.
Arepas are what the Colombian, you got to try, Gager. It is unreal. And you're not a picky, so you'd like it.
Oh, I'll try everything.
Yeah.
I love trying different types of food. Maybe Dusty and I should go.
Jesus. You wouldn't need any of that. Trust me. That's the thing. You got to try stuff. And then you can say you don't like it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the whole purpose of
I'll
it.
probably like all of it, though. That's the problem.
Amazing sopa at Acujalta also from Michi R. Oh, okay. Ah, man. Do you like when you go to Heritage Days, do you try a little bit of everything?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like it all? What have you been there lately?
No. I'm holding out till Horlack opens back up.
It's different, right? Horlack's awesome.
Horlack's great. You park away, you walk down, and you make a day of it. I remember taking the kids and stuff, and it was great. It was so good. So much open space and stuff.
So you'll try like everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
I won't not that I don't like them, but I'm not going to go there and have pierogies.
Yeah, exactly. Because you have them.
And even I don't have the Jamaican patties anymore. Like anything that I like, souvlaki. Like I love all that stuff, but I won't. I've had it before. I want to try something that I've never had. I do need to have green onion cakes though. I love those things.
We went to the Caribbean Festival.
Okay.
Kerry West.
Yeah.
Man, we waited in line a long time, but we had oxtail and we had jerk chicken from this Jamaican obviously stand. It was so good. It was worth waiting an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Good jerk chicken's ridiculous.
You ever mix it with the oxtail?
No, I've never done that.
Yeah, so we went when we were with the Elks. We did a shoot. We're doing these kind of inner city segments. We went to Irie Foods in Mill Woods, and a buddy I grew up playing soccer with. His mom owns it. He owns it. So we did the shoot there about how they came to be and, you know, everything. And then we got to eat there. And he's like, we all said jerk chicken. He goes, you want it with oxtail though mixed? We're like, okay. Oh my God. We went with Aaron Grimes.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. It was great, man. Arepas are awesome from Daniel Gager. Wiener and arepas should be on the list at the Elks.
I'll have a South American kiosk with all these different foods in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to sell empanadas outside the stadium at the tailgate. Hey, we're 11 away from 150. Let's get there. Come on. It's for the Edmonton Oilers. Also, Joaquin, today's National Have a Coke Day. What's your favorite pop of all time?
Ooh, you know, it's got to be a Coke.
It is, right?
It's not none of the Sub-Zero or whatever.
No.
Diet, nothing. I lived by this for a while there. It was I mean, it's terrible, but like a pepperoni pizza from like Domino's or something, like a chain, and a ice cold Coke, like a slice of that, and there's nothing better.
There, like a Coca-Cola can, like really cold,
super cold. Yeah, on a hot day.
Because me and the GF sometimes we don't drink a lot of pop, but sometimes we crave one when
Yeah.
we're at the super. Like, let's just get a Coke and orange or whatever, and they're so good. Yeah. I would have to say Coca-Cola for sure, but I think my number 2 would have to be a good ginger ale.
Ginger ale's good. We don't drink a lot of pop either, right? Basically never.
I'm not a big Sprite, 7-Up. I don't like it's not that I don't like them, but I'm not big for Dr. Pepper, Mountain
I'll have
Dew.
it, but then I'm like, why didn't I get a Coke?
I don't mind root beer once in a while.
If I'm at A&W, I'll get a root beer.
Yeah.
It's too bad because I think the only place in town still is out in Stony Plain. Their A&W has root beer milkshakes because they don't make them anymore. They are the best things on the planet.
I like Orange Crush still.
Yeah. Grape soda.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind either.
Do you like Fresca?
Frescas, yeah, they were good. My wife got some of those and the other day.
They're good. No sugar.
Yeah.
So like I don't mind a Pepsi, but Coca-Cola is way better.
It's weird. Pepsi tastes like aspartame.
This is Koob who shows up with like 6 cans of pop and they're all different.
I love the Diet Pepsi. Don't be dissing my Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi is better than Diet Coke.
I second that, yeah. I think I live for Diet Pepsi, though. I don't like the original stuff. I find it almost too sweet. I like the more artificial stuff, even though it's probably way worse for me. Like you mentioned, the aspartame. Aspartame's in everything now, gum. I swear I'm addicted to it or something like that. But like the Diet Pepsi on ice, man. Oh, man. First time I met like Eric and Tommy when I was on the street team at the old place when we went to the brew house and stuff like that. I could probably drink a pitcher of that all by myself.
Gross.
Jeez.
I know. I'm disgusting. I'm sorry. It was a confession. I had to put that out there.
I like Coke Zero. I'll be honest.
My wife gets that.
Yeah. If I want to have a pop and I don't want the sugar, I'll get a Coke Zero.
How about a Fresca?
Fresca's awesome. You remember Tahiti Treat?
Oh, yeah.
That was good. Sweet as you know what.
Oh, gosh. You can get those. They're like alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
Tahiti Treats now.
You ever have a Jolt Cola?
Oh, back in the day. Yeah.
Do you remember Happy Pop?
When my buddy and I in Vancouver, we went to go see Kingpin.
That's classic.
Just hilarious. So that night we went out and all we did was order Tanqueray and Tabs.
Was Tab the first pop or diet pop? Like, what was the first big diet pop that was known worldwide? I guess, or like here in Canada or something like that. Because I mean, Tab was one of those, right? Was that a diet one?
It wasn't. I don't think it was diet. I don't think you can get Tab anymore.
No, I don't think so.
That's not a thing. Yeah, my mom used to tell me about those. I'm like, some of those names were just weird for those old pops.
Cream soda is a game changer.
Cream soda or like grape soda? Which one?
The lime one's good. The lime crush.
I like the cream soda.
Oh, mango?
The what was it called? Do you like the Jamaican like ginger beer, like a real ginger beer?
Yeah, those are good.
Those are really good.
Those are good, man. Do you remember Happy Pop back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get them in the crate and stuff?
I like if you go to like a Mucho Burrito and they have like those jarritos.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Those are
man.
good. Yeah.
Those are good.
I had to go get those when my son was sick. I would always have to go get those and bring them home to him.
One of the best at the Italian Center, Orangina.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
I
good.
passed a bunch of those today.
How about the pop shops? Like
Pop
similar to
shops?
those glass
those are-
bottle,
yeah.
old school, like classic
Like an
feel.
old school Coke bottle, I'd pay. Dude, does anyone sell those? Yeah, they got to be still
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Collector's item.
Collectors.
Maybe, I don't know.
Fresca mix with Captain Moe's spiced is delish from Big Uke. You know what I like to do in this?
Oh yeah, Mex Bazoo. This is what I did when I was I was on that kick. But the Jamaican ginger beer into a Moscow Mule. It's a Jamaican Mule.
Oh, okay.
So make the Moscow Mules, but use ginger beer instead. Game changer.
Mex Bazooza says, keeping with the Latino theme, Mexican Coke in a bottle is second best Coke. Oh, interesting.
Jasmine, have you tried milk and cream soda?
Ugh. No.
Jesus.
No.
I don't think anyone's tried that, Jasmine.
No. You know what I like to do in the summer? Get a Slurpee, orange, and then put a nice beer in it.
Oh, do you do that?
Yeah.
I go the different route. I go get a cheap Mickey of tequila.
Okay.
And just make the poor man's margarita.
Oh, yeah. With the lime and yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm just walking the dog because there's a Circle K and then a liquor store right next to it. And so it's a 2-stop shop. I come home just trash. Though.
In Chile, they have a pub called Limon Soda. Oh, it's so good. It's very similar to like a mellow yellow.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
In Scotland, when I played, there's a brand called Iron Brew, and it's orange,
Okay.
but it's like Red Bull. I didn't know this. I drank a bunch of them and it was bouncing off the walls, but it's good. That's one orange drink I really like. I saw it here a while ago too. I think Iron Brew.
It's pop is so good, but it's so bad for you.
It's terrible.
Hersey says Hernan's favorite thing from Chile is the Chilean smokes. Yeah, they're pretty strong down there. I ain't gonna mess around.
Oh, mellow yellow. I remember that one.
What is Chilean chicken fingers to get dusty on the Chilean foot? And Bonnie Dune Rod says the Churro King truck is out in the summer too. Yeah, you got to look for it.
Oh, yeah.
Really good churros, man. Very good churros. All right, guys, we got to get. Hey, prediction for tonight. Do you want to do one, or what are we doing here? I say the Oilers win.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, Koob.
One team is going to score more than the other. No, I'm saying 4-3. I don't know which team.
Okay, Benny.
5-2 Oil.
Nice.
Whoa, Benny.
I said 5-1 earlier, so I'll stick with
Good
that.
job, Benny.
All right. Thank you for the thumbs up. We're still not at 150, but we're pretty damn close. So slam that thumbs up in the next 10 seconds. We're 3 away now. Let's go. Thank you for tuning in on the audio stream. Like always, hit us up on Apple or Spotify. Hit the follow button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for listening to us. It's a big day. It's game 2 for the Edmonton Oilers. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up, followed by Tom Gazzola live from Hudson's in West Edmonton Mall for the pre-game show. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the game. We'll chat later. Chatters.